So people, today I want to shoot a video around gut issues, IBD, IBS, Crohn's, colitis, etc. Whatever gut issue you want to talk about, or you've got, or whatever they purport out there, it all comes down to the same issue. Comes to the body being toxic, deficient, internally imbalanced and overly stressed, but being chronically inflamed, and also mental and emotional issues, which I'm going to get to. As always, if you haven't already, please follow my account on Telegram, because as you can see I've got another 90-day account restriction on Instagram and Facebook. I can't post certain things, so Telegram, 𝗵𝗲𝗹𝗃𝗃, you find me on there, on locals, and also head on over to www.𝗵𝗲𝗃𝗵𝗃.co, put your name and email address in there, so you'll be on my mailing list, that way you won't miss anything. But we'll get on to gut issues. So it's really the amount of people that we've dealt with, healed gut issues, people that have had Crohn's, colitis, IBS, IBD, healed hundreds over the years, people that have had these issues for 20, 30 years, been on multiple medications, told that they need part of their gut removed, it's the only way they can heal from it, which is complete and utter nonsense. Remember, you have never been born with too many organs, you don't need anything cut out. They start cutting it out, what are you going to use instead? Tesco's bag? It's just absolutely ludicrous and ridiculous. So, I had a call with a guy today, 20 years old. He's gone to the point now where he's actually he's going to the toilet so many times, 14 plus times a day. It's meant that he's had to drop out of university. He can't even leave his house because he's afraid of what might go on. And they put him on 5 different drugs, and also drugs for 4 of them for his gut issues, and 1 for anxiety. But your mental and emotional state and your gut health is intrinsically connected, so it's all linked. But the medication they put him on, 1 wasn't enough, so they put him on 2, 3, 4 for his gut, and then 1 for anxiety. Didn't make a blind bit of difference, no. I said to him, what difference have the drugs made? He said absolutely none. And he's actually in a worse state than when he started. So all those drugs will be doing will be inflaming the body, inflaming the gut, poisoning the liver, destroying the kidneys. And if you look at the side effects of all those drugs, the list is long and distinguished with the negative effects that it can have on the body. And it's funny, he's been to see, like everyone usually comes to us, been to see doctors, consultants, specialists, quote unquote GI specialists that only specialise in failure, and none of them will be able to give him any relief. None of them have been able to give any relief, and obviously he's desperate. It's ruining his life. Like most health issues, if you don't get it under control, don't get it resolved, means you, like him right now, he can't play any sport he loves, he can't go out with his friends or his family, he can't leave the house. And so, we can help with this like you can with any gut issue. What you got to do is heal and seal the gut, repopulate the gut, take away anything that has been causing it to be inflamed internally. When you get to the stage that this guy's in right now, a lot of things will be inflaming the gut or triggering them. I always talk about we strip it right back, because it's like picking a scab. If you keep on picking it, it never gets a chance to fully heal. So that's why you've really got to strip it right back, and it's why our programs as well, they work differently to everyone else, because you don't just give you a nutrition program and say go away and eat this. We also combine the mental and emotional aspects as well. Not only do we heal and seal the gut and put you through stages nutritionally and find out what works for you and your body, but we work on the mental and emotional as well, because it's intrinsically linked to the gut. In fact, your stress, resentment can really impact the gut. And if the body is constantly wanting to evacuate, of course loose stool, it's because your body's in a stress response and it doesn't want you to have any food in, because it feels like it's been constantly under attack. It's why if you see like a snake in the wild, if they've just eaten, something comes to attack them, they'll throw that food up, then they can move around. And that's what happens when you're constantly evacuating. Your body's in state of fight and flight the whole time. Well, it's just reacting to some proteins or things it doesn't like, so it wants to clear house. This is why, though, it's really important. Lots of people live in a constant state of stress, so they're constantly in their sympathetic nervous system rather than the parasympathetic, and that leads to these gut issues. And then all of a sudden you've gone from something that's physical to something that's mental, emotionally linked as well, and it becomes like a vicious circle where you're afraid to go out, nervous to go out in case you get diarrhea, and then afraid to go out in case you get diarrhea, so you're nervous about that, and then you don't eat, and etc. So it just goes round and round in circles. So anyone dealing with IBS, IBD, colitis, Crohn's, etc., we've healed them all multiple times. As I said before, people get over issues they've had for 20, 30 years in days. Because how do we do that? We give the body what it wants and needs. We don't just plough it with medication, pointless toxic medication. We give it what it wants and needs to heal. We heal into the gut, build it up an internal, healthy, robust inner ecosystem, and we also get them to work on their mental and emotional health, to get rid of any angst, any stress, etc., and build into their life daily healthy habits. I said before, we'll also go through a whole process of getting them to understand not only how to get healthy, but then how to maintain that health, how to stay healthy. We always say, that's why our programs are 16 weeks long, 4 months, and why I'm with you throughout the whole process. Troubleshooting should we need to, because although we've got a standard structure, there's no standard person, there's no standard process, everyone's different. But we have to find what works for you and understand that whatever health issue you've got, it's a systemic issue. The result of it might be a gut issue, or it might be arthritis, or it might be inflammation, or it might be Alzheimer's, or it might be cancer, but it's coming from a systemic problem. And once you get to the root of that problem, these issues disappear. But when it comes to gut health, no matter what you're going through, you can heal, you can get back to normality, you can start living life on your terms again. You just got to come at things from a very, very different perspective. Okay, and no medication is going to help you with that, no steroids can help you with that, no surgery is going to help you with that. Remember, 90 to 95% of people who get surgery for health issues, chronic problems, after 3 to 5 years they're back where they were before, in the same or in worse pain. So it's completely pointless. Surgery should be reserved for broken bones, and certain things need to be removed. But remember, surgeries, the amount of surgeries performed goes up, but the amount of surgeons that are put through, and if all you've got is a hammer, everything looks like a nail. So when it comes to these issues, it's not as simple as here's a nutrition plan, go away. It's seeing what works for you, getting the information down, creating a healthy internal environment, but then getting you to maintain that and keep your body healthy and your gut healthy. And really it's about teaching you how to stay that way, because if you don't learn what works for your body, you don't learn what actually creates health, you just be going around in circles and you be going to see different people to try and treat you, but at the end of the day it's about learning what works for you and your body. And once we do that, you start to heal yourself. That's what we like to. Well, our programs is all about getting you to not need me, getting you to be able to fix your own problems, be your own doctor. And that's the key. So if you are dealing with any gut issues, or any other health issues for that matter, and you want to put them behind you, finally, then send me an email at ryan@𝗵𝗵𝗹𝗀. Send me a message here, but sometimes the message is getting lost here. So send me an email at ryan@𝗵𝗵𝗹𝗀, and we'll be in touch to discuss how we can help you put your health issues behind you, so you can start living life on your terms again and start doing all the things that you love. Remember, these are just the result of modern lifestyle. Living in a modern life, your body wants to be healthy. Its default setting is health. You just have to get out of its way to allow it to heal. Once you do that, it'll always respond. So that's it for this message. As always, stay happy, stay healthy. Join me on my Telegram group and on my email list at www.𝗵𝗵𝗹𝗃𝗀. And yeah, speak to you soon.